Okay, so our next is a random fan. So let's go open. And random fan will be very similar to poly spiky one, except it's creating sharper, thinner lines. So it's combined to this. And if you think they're a little bit too sharp, you can always go and a little bit blur them out after in Photoshop. So same things. Let's look on properties. We have our position that we're familiar, brightness, scale. We also have an angle when we need to move it. Count how many of these elements we want to have it. We also have a random seed, which allowed us to slightly randomize positioning for the our spikes, and overall or overlay colors. So again, this is similar. And when we look right now, let's look on polyspike. So I'm going to actually disable this one and enable polyspike. Also, let's add it. Same things, we'll add effect. Let's put it a little bit scale. And you notice in polyspike we have polygons kind of going between blades. Okay, and random fan, this is more sharp. So they're kind of very similar. You just look on a properties right here, you can notice kind of, except there, of course, with polygonal when we're using, we'll have some additions of random seed for different properties, because now we have polygons and adjusting them from our spikes. So same, we have position now for the spike ball. Okay, brightness overall of our element, scale, angle or rotation, let's put this way, so we rotate our angle, count of how many we want those. Again, remember, every time on a count you can add more by typing in random seeds. Where's the first random seed mostly just will change spikes, and you can see right here doesn't change overall shape, and second will change kind of shape overall. So again, if you like this shape and you want just slightly readjust maybe some of those spikes, so you can try to do this way without overall. Also, we have an anamorphic effect as usual, and color, overlay color for our spike. So again, this is two random fan and polygon spike. So think about, in some case they're almost similar. The only one will represent sharper lines, and another one will represent more polygonal, smoother. Again, combine, you will have a very nice effect. This is two effects. If you're using some lights, maybe you want to do on a concert, you know, those above the artist lights, you probably want to use two of these combinations to create this nice effect of the stars over like music or concert effect. Okay, so next one actually is very interesting. So let's go ahead and delete this one, and we'll look on those fans kind of creating. The other ones will go to Fatten spike ball, and this is, we can say, this is almost signature effect for the John Knoll when he worked on different effects. So he was using on some sci-fi movies, and this is effect. It's a signature to the, I think, to the Light Factory. However, some other ones start simulating and using this as well. Overall on this, let's look on the properties. We same, we have a position with a minus before after lens. So okay, we also have a brightness as well for this effect, scale, count amount of how many we have, and again we can enable from the one to many of those photons placing, and obviously random effect, which have it. We also have different colors we can apply to the tint. Overall, this is another effect. In some case, you can see we have a combination of the smooth polygonal, what we had before, and we also have this kind of strikes going inside. But again, this is nice effect, and you can use it for some sci-fi scenery if you want it, or edit. In some cases, this effect I look more as a artistic type effect than natural imperfection in lens. Okay, and till we speak about art's use, so next one is actually aperture reflection. It's not really creating lens, it's more about kind of art's use. And you can, when you create, you don't see it. The reason is why, because you need to take it and bring all the way. You can, if you can see my cross right here. So let me do these things for now. Okay, right here, crosshair. You can see it's on the middle. And if we move to the edge, you can see it start appearing. So this is more kind of add effects. It's, I don't think it's a lens even produced, so, but it's create this interesting art, kind of artistic effect, maybe two kind of almost light leaking, but it's in its own unique way. So let's go back to the black so we can preview a little bit better. And right here we have the brightness for our effect. And again, I do like how the brightness works, so it's kind of discoloring with a lot of bright, so it's a very natural look. Okay, we have an overall scale, spread from single to smaller, width, noise. In some cases, noise, you can see it just randomly start distributing this thickness between blades. We can increase size overall. We have some limitation. And of course, we have aperture offset. So if we need to go like on a top side, so we can go right here. Kind of rework, creating this cross effect with the aperture offset. Again, sometimes when you first add it, you maybe don't see it. How I say, you need to bring closer to the edge right here. So this is aperture reflection effect. And if you think this is sometimes maybe too sharp, again, remember you can create blur effect afterwards. And in some cases, it may create a very interesting effect for you if you want it. Position here. And just create another one to position in another area.